Welcome to Elevate Springfield, where we will dive into strategies and stories that help you rise to your full potential. Each episode, we'll talk about how you can take intentional steps to elevate your life and your business while making a meaningful impact on those around you. Along the way, we're going to bring in the change makers from our community that are already elevating. We'll bring the actionable strategies, you bring the discipline and follow through, and together we can elevate Springfield.
All right, let's go, Springfield. Time to 10x your life, your business, all of it. Time to crush those goals. Time to get after it. Let's go. You are listening to the Elevate Springfield podcast. Robert Ferriell here, certified 10X coach, speaker, and mentor, here to bring you actionable strategies. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together we're going to elevate Springfield. We're coming to you again from beautiful downtown Springfield in the Big Dog Construction Studio. Hey, we've got so much going on in Springfield right now. Make sure you are participating. Get out there, network with folks, be a part of the community, support local businesses, support local nonprofits, and let's go. We can all grow together. So, hey, another great episode for you today. We're going to get right to our guest after the break. Hey, Springfield, when it comes to reliable, high-quality roofing, you don't want to leave things to chance. That's why you should reach out to Acosta Angeli Roofing, your local roofing expert, serving Springfield and surrounding communities. From quick, dependable repairs to full replacement, from residential to commercial, they are your trusted pros. Call them today at 217-993-2748 or visit their website to book your free quote and inspection. Don't wait. A little leak now could lead to major damage later. Trust the local experts, protect your home, and get peace of mind with Acosta Angeli Roofing. And we are back. Joining me in the studio now, another native downtown Springfield business owner here. This is Kristi Mitchell from Kristi Mitchell Photography. How you doing, Kristi?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. Appreciate you coming down a couple of blocks and visiting with me.
I know. I'm one block from you. I loved it. Park there and come on over.
There you go. Well, before we talk about the business and what you have going down here at your studio downtown, let's just learn a little bit about Kristi. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, like you said, I have Kristi Mitchell Photography downtown. I'm a mom, business owner. I have 4 boys. So I've been in Springfield for about 25 years. So I'm not a native here.
Where are you from originally?
Near Champaign.
Okay.
So yeah, I was a St. Joe Ogden graduate. And in my previous life, I always tell everybody that I was a social worker. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So I did that for a few years, realized I wanted to make people happy with photography. And I have been doing photography for, I don't know, about 15, 17 years.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And 7 years ago, I came downtown. So I have a studio a block from here on the corner of 5th and Monroe. That's me.
Love it. So social work, what made you want to get into social work back then?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was 18 and wanted to save the world. Don't we all?
Yeah.
Yes, I've always been one that loves to be in the helper field. So after high school, I went in and got a bachelor's of social work. I worked at mental health, popped over to DCFS for a little bit, and then realized that I needed to be in a different field. That wasn't for me. But I do feel like even when I was teaching or even in photography, I feel like I can still do social work.
Absolutely.
All the time.
No doubt about it. Where'd you go to school for your bachelor's?
Edwardsville.
Edwardsville?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to Edwardsville and then I did an internship at DCFS. So that's kind of where it landed. I really wanted to do adoptions, but I ended up being in the field.
Right.
So that's a little bit of my social work background.
Yeah.
Now I think I have had students that I've been involved in their lives still. And even in my work now, I love it. I work so much with high school girls and it's a hard age.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, I wouldn't want to be a high school girl right now, but yeah, I still feel like
Probably a little more difficult than when we were in high school.
Oh my goodness, with social media and everything. But I do feel like if I can be somewhat impactful, a little part of their life right now, then I love that.
Yeah. Well, you were very impactful as a teacher too. That's where we
Yeah.
initially met. I don't know, 9 or 10 years ago, eight, nine,
Yes.
10 years ago, whatever that was. When you're, yeah,
Yes.
when you're teaching out at CACC.
I
So,
loved it. Teaching was I absolutely loved it. Obviously, it just got to where my business was growing, but I loved the students. And even like I'd mentioned to you earlier, one of my first students is one of my second shooters. So I got to teach her for 2 years, and I still am in contact with a lot of them.
right.
I just ran into one the other day, and they'll still come up and hug me, and I love it.
That's one of the best parts about that, isn't it? Being able to see them later on in life, knowing that you might not have known at the time, but how you impacted their life back however many years ago.
Yes, and they have kids now, but like I said, every wedding that I do, I have a second shooter, and she was my very first photography teaching year,
Hmm.
and she's great. I see her all the time, so I love it.
Love it.
Yeah.
So you've been doing photography for, you said like 17 years?
Yes,
So
yes.
what's your first memory of, hey, picking up a camera? Man, I want to do this as a career. I think I could do this.
Well, I don't think I picked it up and thought I could do this. I remember thinking it was like, it was something that I never thought I could ever do for a living. So I'm totally blessed by that. But I picked it up obviously with my kids. I remember just loving capturing even just them playing or any small moment. I wasn't into their like posing pictures, but I remember thinking like I need to get a better camera because I'm not getting them quick enough. And like I
Mhm.
wanted to like capture that. And then I guess, friends would be like, oh my gosh, will you take my kids as pictures? So then it just started to become more of a passion for me, not realizing that someday, this is what I do and I love it. I still love it.
Yeah. So when did Kristi Mitchell photography actually start?
2013
Yeah.
is about when that,
Really took it. Okay.
when I was really charging. I
Right.
guess
Yeah.
that's
It's
what
not just helping with friends and yeah.
Right,
Really.
that's when I was like, "You'll pay me a little bit for it or something,"
Uh-huh.
is when I started doing it, realizing that people were, like, asking me to do it, and that's when that kind of started, and then it has just grown, obviously, since, teaching, and then I was, working in the evenings. That's when I was shooting a lot of weddings. I love them, but man, they're a ton.
Was that really your bread and butter early on?
It
Weddings?
was. Weddings were you did families. It's funny, my sister-in-law even said it. I've kind of grown with what my kids have been. So, in the beginning, I loved doing kids and families. I did do weddings because I was a single mom, so I had to make a living.
Yeah.
And then now it's kind of grown. Now, definitely, seniors are my passion. High school seniors, I love them. I have that senior rep program.
I was gonna say you have a whole crew there for your
I
seniors.
do. So that's my 7th year. It's my 7th year doing the senior rep program, and it's just, evolved. In the beginning, I think it started out as, I don't know, a marketing thing, like, wow, they know social media. And now it's more of a heart thing. I love reading all through all their applications in January, they apply, and I love reading it. I love girls that are I'm nervous behind a camera and I just want to get better so I can have great senior pictures, or I think this will be great for me in college to meet new people. I've been to the same school my whole life. So now that's kind of a thing for me. I love it.
What does the application process look like for
So
getting into that?
in January, as a junior in high school, they apply. I pick, from all the surrounding schools, Riverton, Plains, Chatham, Rochester, Springfield. I choose from all those different schools and bring all of them together. The application comes out in January. It's basically, what school do you go to? Why do you want to do this? What are your extracurriculars? What do you do? Because I don't want everybody to be the same. Like one year I had a race car driver.
Mm-hmm.
I have ballerinas, I have dancers, I have cheerleaders, I have athletes, ball players, and I bring them all together and photograph them together. And they just like, see friendships growing. Who doesn't feel better when you're getting photographed and people cheering you on? Like, oh, you look so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pumping them up.
Yes. So that's now become like something that, like I said, it started out as marketing. Now I just am like, she's shy in front of the camera. Well, I'm going to bring this out of her. Or she's struggled in this. I want to bring her on and bring her out of her shell. This is their senior year. I just want to be somewhat a part of it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool. They have all the varied interests of the girls that you bring in because they're different ones are going to resonate with other people, other students,
Yes.
right? So
And you see friendships like this last Sunday was my big for 2027. I had my big senior rep photo shoot, which
I saw one of the pictures. I saw the big balloons and everything in front of the Capitol
yeah,
or down the road from the Capitol. That one cool shot that's like,
it's
yeah,
pretty cool. It's a day.
yeah,
It's about 10 hours. They come in and I have their hair and makeup done. I provide lunch. They ride around in a limo so that we can go to all the different locations.
fun.
So we don't have different cars going. I basically tell them what to wear and then I just let them put their like unique little twist on it.
Mhm.
So this year, I said anything floral, a floral dress. But if they wear like Chuck Taylors or if they're, whatever, I want them to, if they're a cowboy boot wearer, I just want them to bring their twist and then I photograph them together. So, they get individual and group shots.
Very cool. Where all did you guys go for the
So we
shot?
start out at my studio down here, and they usually get their headshots and start out like that. We
Mhm.
did some downtown stuff. I brought in another woman business owner, Clementine Cart Company. Have you
Okay.
heard of her?
Mhm.
She makes the best pancakes on a stick. If you've never had one, see, look, I'm shout out
There
to
you go.
her, giving her a shout out.
Uh-huh.
Like, does a cart for engagement parties, high school parties, senior grad parties, birthday
Right.
parties, and she puts these pancakes on a stick, and they are delicious. I don't know what she
Everybody
does
loves
to
them,
them.
huh?
Yes, she makes little boba drinks. So I brought her in to just a little treat for the girls. I usually make it a big surprise day. I want it to be a day that they really look forward to, not only just all the pictures that they get. So we did that right next to the Kidseum downtown
Yeah.
because they've got that super cool mural. And then I had them change. We took the limo out by the lake. So I haven't revealed those pictures yet, but that's where we did like a lot of sunset
Oh,
stuff.
nice.
So yeah, so we do several outfits and several locations and get creative.
Very cool.
It is. It's a fun day.
So what's their role throughout the year? Like you've got the photo shoot like this, but what else do they do throughout the year as your reps?
So basically, they are marketing for me in their school. A lot of it's their social media. They're posting on their social media. So that's why I want them to love the pictures. If they love the pictures, they're going to post
Yeah,
them.
they're gonna be posting them like
Right.
crazy.
Have their input. What do you guys think about these colors? What do you guys think about this? Because I want them to love it just as much as I love it. And so then they'll be posting, sharing with their friends when it's coming time for people to book senior sessions. Hopefully, they'll be the ones that are letting them know about me, letting them know how much fun they had, because I want it to be an experience. Like I said, seniors have come into a passion of mine. It's more than pictures now. Now I just want it to be such an experience for them. So it's about a 3-hour shoot. If they want hair and makeup done, it turns into a 5-hour. It's a thing.
Sure. Oh yeah.
It is a thing. But I want it to be more individualized. What do you do? Are you a musician? Are you an athlete? Let's, make your pictures, personal to you.
Mhm.
So it becomes a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
Yeah.
I came across my senior pictures here recently from
Did you?
26 years ago, whatever that was now. But yeah, cleaning out some stuff. Oh, they had all the old school ones with the jacket over.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the arms crossed and the whole deal.
Very cheesy
Yes, very
smile.
cheesy. Yep. But yeah, I had the little fold out booklet thing.
Oh,
I don't know if
yeah.
you guys still do that, but those little fold out booklets,
I know those well, but no, I do now like albums. Like you have, before I don't think we had hundreds.
Right.
My kiddos get hundreds of edited images. So now we do an album, like a
Yeah.
big 10, 12 page spread, which is, I love them because I don't ever want them to get lost on the computer. For me personally, with my kids, they all have albums and they sit right on my tabletop. So if I ever want to look at them, or I always tell everybody, don't let your pictures get lost on the computer. You spent so much time and effort and energy and money, getting them, put them out, let, see them.
Yeah, we have 2 girls, so 15 and 12. My oldest daughter, my wife did a really good job with the albums like early on. We had like album and
Wow.
album, but then unfortunately for our second daughter, she didn't have quite the album. So she likes
She's
to
like, "You
she
have
likes
one
to
and a half."
Yeah, she likes to give us a hard time a little bit. Yeah, you've got one and a partial. I'm sorry.
So it says born, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I was born.
That's-
Thank you.
That's right. So it is funny. We're looking through boxes and just book because we do like the online Shutterfly
Yeah,
places and
just
create,
throw 'em all in
create
there.
books and all that stuff. And we got this whole stack of Ellie and little tiny stack of
I get
of
it.
Adam.
I have 4, so, mine same, and then my poor twins, I don't even know if I even have a book for them. And you would think that with me doing this, like, I hate to admit it, but I wish I always had those albums for every vacation and everything. I'm like, "Why didn't I do what everybody else does? This is what I do for a
Right.
living." I think that, you kinda let your family it's not as
Right.
priority.
Well, I mean, that's probably pretty standard for a lot of professions. The construction guy, sometimes his house is the
Right.
last house that gets
I
fixed.
know. Well, honestly, last year, so my twins graduated last June
Mhm.
from Springfield High. Woo.
There you go. Go
And
Senators.
yes, I still love Springfield, but I was advertising for 2025
Oh, okay. Yeah.
seniors. Yeah, I'm advertising, booking them all up because I start advertising like right now. I'm booking for next year. People sometimes don't realize, and it like hit me like June. Like I have 2 seniors. Like what am I doing? I didn't even like occur to me to put them on the calendar. So then I was like, I am so sorry. I'm sitting here advertising and I literally had to I don't know if it was me in denial, not wanting my children to graduate and leave the
Right.
nest,
Uh-huh.
or if I was just so this is my job and I'm so focused on it. I don't know. But yeah, I got them in. Don't worry.
There you go.
Grant, one of my twins, he's definitely been with me through the whole process. So we had 5 senior shoots.
Yeah.
He had to do his whole he's a theater kid and a dancer, and so we did them all in different locations.
So is he into the business at all? Does he like all aspects of the business, or do any of your kids like the business aspect of that?
Well, so Grant's the closest one. He's 19. He goes to ISU now.
Uh-huh.
And he is in a marketing, he's a marketing major. And he wants to market for small businesses. I mean,
There you go.
yay. But at the same time, I'm like, you want to work 97 hours a week?
Right.
But he does come back and help me. He took the train back last weekend and he does a ton of my behind the scenes. He's pretty awesome. He's done behind the scenes since he was a little. So he definitely has seen the small business side of it. My other ones, not so much. I have an IT guy and I have a Marine, and then Grant's twin, he's a rocker.
Okay.
So he's got a band. He plays
there
at
we
Dumb
go.
Records.
There
And
we go. What's his
yeah.
band?
It's called Petrichor. So he tells me it's punk of some sort.
Right.
Yes. They have all these different genres now. So he plays at Dumb Records. He's playing this Friday and next Friday.
There you
So
go.
it's pretty cool. So I have an array of all of them. But yes, Grant is the one that would come and help me. He does a lot of the photography stuff.
So from early on, when you're just getting folks asking you here and there, hey, can you help me with this, to now being booked out a year in advance, what would you say your biggest driver of that is, like the growth of the business?
Well, so I definitely think I had to put my efforts into it. You can't have a foot half in. That's what I thought. I lived on the fence for a long time of I have to keep doing this because, it's fear. It's kind of scary.
Right.
And then when you actually make that jump from fear, I feel like that is what drove it. I got to put all of my effort, all my attention into that. When you love something and you really put all your effort into it, I think that's when it started really going. I could focus on, like I said, making them more personal. Wasn't just, okay, meet me here and I'll do a photo shoot. It's more like I put thought into it. I really focus on where we're going to go. I help them with outfit choices. I just think it just created something that was a little bit more in depth to where I think people noticed it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. When you're able to make that decision that, hey, I'm going to focus
Yes.
1,000% right here, it's amazing
Yes.
what can happen. I mean,
Right.
there's that old saying, you can't serve 2 masters. So if you're trying to spread yourself between 2 things too much, one of them's going to get
It
neglected.
is. And I felt that before I was trying to do so many things. And when you're younger and you're trying to raise kids and you're torn in so many ways, you cannot be the best at anything. And I just felt like I wasn't being the best at anything that I could do. And I wanted to just really see if I could do it. If I failed, then I just could have went back and I tried it.
Right. There you
I
go.
tried, but I
didn't fail.
Right. I
There you
didn't
go.
fail, but I would never know if I didn't try.
Right.
So I always say, like, I did afraid. I just kind of popped in and did it. And I think that that's what I started noticing, more and more people noticed the effort that I was putting into.
Mhm.
Because I put a ton. It's, it's my love. So
I
yeah,
love it. I love it. Yeah, it's amazing. It's that for most people, it's the start that stops most people. It's
it
the taking
is.
that jump that people don't want to do.
It's
Right.
the fear, people, I sometimes think it's too fearful. What if I fail, or what if I don't make the money, or but at the end of the day, don't look back and have something that you regret. You don't want to live with regret.
Exactly. Like I said, if I fail, I fail. But I
Right.
tried. I went with my passion. And I tried it out.
Right.
So
And that's where I'm at. So
obviously, you didn't fail. You've grown tremendously. So
yes.
what are some of the other sides of the business right now? You've got your senior reps.
I got my
Are
senior
you
reps.
doing the weddings still? What
I
else you got
am.
going on?
So weddings were huge. COVID hit and my weddings kind of took a little step back. That was kind of when I was starting to pivot. I needed to transition. That is right when I stopped teaching and got a studio downtown. And then all of a sudden, COVID hit 9 months later, and I'm like, "What in the
Right.
oh?"
What did I do?
So weddings started falling off. I started hitting the senior program a little bit harder, but also too, weddings were starting to get to where I love them again. Okay, I'm at the point where I love them again.
Okay.
It was every weekend, even sometimes two a weekend, Friday and Saturday nights. I was editing them. It was a lot. And I got to where I'm now at the point in my business where I get to where I want to do something because I love it, because I think you can see it in my work. And at that time, I was starting to feel like I was overwhelmed. So I took a step back. I didn't shoot weddings mainly for a couple years. I thought, no, I don't want to. And I missed it. I really did. I love them. I love love. I still cry when they walk down the aisle.
Right.
I still cry when they give the, toasts. I'm over there oh yeah, I have to be taking pictures.
Right. I got to catch this.
I got to do this. So I realized I missed it. And so now I just had to put up a boundary.
Right.
I had to learn boundaries in a business. When you're running your own business, you learn. I don't do 2 weddings in a weekend. I only do 2 weddings in a month, because I want to still really love it. I don't want to be exhausted. I want to put all of my effort into it. Again, that's where I'm at. So a boundary had to be put up. And if I already have 2 weddings booked that month, I'm booked.
I mean, like you said, you don't want to feel like you're going through the motions. Like you've
Right.
got so many weddings that you're just like,
Right.
I'm here, I'm doing it, but I feel like I'm going through the motions.
Right. And I am more a perfectionist when it comes to that. I don't want to see it in my work like, oh my gosh, you were so tired. Nobody else could see it, but I am hard on myself. So yeah, it got to where I'm like, you know what? I just need to put up a boundary. I need to say no. No is a really big word that I had to learn. I didn't know no for a long time, and I wore myself really thin.
I mean, if you wanted to be in social work, a lot of times you can be a bit of a people pleaser in that
Yes.
realm. So yeah, that's completely.
That was me. And then running a business where you could definitely run yourself thin and I was so proud of myself the other day. Somebody called and needed a gift card, and I wasn't at my studio. Normally I would have been like, okay, I'll stop what I'm doing. And I was like, I won't be there till 5. And I was like, oh, look at you,
Look at
Kristi. You have learned.
That's right.
So yeah, I had to learn boundaries. And then that has been great, because now every wedding that I do, I'm really I can't wait for this May wedding, because I, haven't done a wedding for a little while. Yeah, I have 10 this year.
Nice.
So that's a perfect little number for me. Oh, and then I still have my seniors, and
Right.
I pop into some families. I still do, I have my headshots for my people downtown. I love that. I've started really liking marketing, business marketing, doing some for some med spas, doing for some small businesses. I really love that.
Yeah, that's fun.
It is watching businesses grow, helping them do that, giving my input on some of their marketing. I like it.
Love it. So those 10 weddings, are they all local, or do you get to travel a little bit for those?
I do travel a little bit. Yes. I wish I could get weddings all over.
Right.
So if anybody needs a wedding in Italy, I absolutely love that. Yeah, they're mainly local, but I'm still going to St. Louis, Champaign area, Peoria area. So mainly in the central Illinois area, but I'm not ever opposed to if anybody wants to travel.
There you go. Yeah, we were talking with Audrey from Pole Barn. She does Disney weddings.
Oh
She
my
gets so
god.
she goes down there a lot and does the Disney weddings. She's not the photographer, but she
Right.
plans them
Yes.
down there. It's like, that's really cool.
That is so cool. Yeah, if I could I mean, that's always my retirement goal. If anybody asks, like, "What are you gonna do?" Eventually, I always said when my kids flew away and
Uh-huh.
had their own lives that I wanted to mainly be a destination photographer. So part of it. So part of the year destination, part of the year gotta come back here to my roots, but hopefully that's what'll happen.
Very cool. Any other lines of the business that you're doing right now?
Weddings, seniors, like I said, marketing. I have that headshots. Having the studio downtown is pretty awesome. So it gives me a lot of flexibility. There's not a lot of time for a lot of other stuff.
Right, right. Are you still doing the boudoir stuff?
I am,
Okay.
yes. So those are really big.
Mhm. Oh,
Yeah.
I bet.
It's one of the things that I don't get to market as easily,
Right.
which I completely understand. It's
Sure.
a word of the mouth thing. But I love it. Yeah, I just had a husband come up to me just the other day and was
Mhm.
like, "I loved the book." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I love it." I was like, "I didn't know if I should say something yet or not."
Right, right.
So,
Okay.
I do those for some brides, women, different phases of their life. That's another thing. I'm such a huge women supporter. It's with the seniors. It's mainly girls.
Yeah.
It's a hard age. I do not do boudoir.
No boudoir. I've never heard that term.
People
Boudoir.
people will call and ask, and I'm like, "I do not do boudoir."
Right.
I got into it because I wanted to empower women, make them feel beautiful. Guys feel beautiful now.
Right.
Uh,
Do you get asked that a lot by guys?
I do. So I actually like upset a guy once. He kind of was offended that I would not photograph him. So I will say I do couples. So I always say, like, if the guy has a girl with him, I will do
Do
that.
that,
But
right.
it's mainly for these ladies. I love when they're hitting a big age, maybe helping them over that, or, if they've gone through a divorce, needing to get that spark back or something. I love it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about your studio. What's it like in there? What can people expect if they go up to your studio?
It is a lot like this. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's a downtown building, so it's old, original brick, original hardwood floors.
I love
So
that.
I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah. It's about 1,400 square foot. I have beautiful natural light, so for boudoir, that's usually when I do them during the day. So it's got that gorgeous light on them. Um, and then I have space for studio lights. So I can do the headshots or anything like that. I always say that people walk in and I've got about 19 couches in there. They're like, "Do you have an issue?" I'm like, "I do. I'm a couchaholic. If I have to be addicted to something, it's couches."
Yeah, that's not a bad addiction, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
I have couches of every color because I love putting people on it. I love taking couches and putting them in weird spaces.
All right.
So yeah, I have tons of couches and everybody walks in. It's really beautiful. It's a really cool space. So
That-
yeah, big
uh,
enough too for groups. So I always tell my brides if they want to get ready there, it's gorgeous.
Very good. Yeah. We'll have to do an on location podcast over there
We
sometime. Check it out. That'd be fun.
should. I'm sure though you don't like having to take all your stuff. It's like me loading up my lighting.
Right. It is to a degree, but I've got a pretty standard mobile set that I can bring that's not too bad.
Okay.
It only take me about 15 minutes to get all set up, so it won't be too bad at all because I've got extra mics that I don't necessarily have to take everything down
Oh.
here. Got my
To
little
take.
mobile set up and off we go. So,
Gotcha. Because I have people who ask me to bring
Yeah.
my stuff, and it's more of a hassle.
It is. It is.
Obviously, and I'm always like, "But you don't want to love my space
Right.
too."
It's fun though. I've done quite a few on location ones, and it's always good stuff because you
It
get a little
is.
variety and the
Change
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
yeah. And that's what it is when like I said, I do some marketing for some small businesses. I love going into their space, and that makes it a little bit more personal for them too, not just headshots at my space, but you can see where people can expect to walk into their spaces too.
Do you do most of your work at your studio, or is a lot of your clients want on location stuff somewhere?
It kind of depends. For my seniors, it's a really good meeting ground. We always get some headshots, either natural light or studio light. It's a great space for them to change, leave their clothing. But
Right.
then we always will go, like I said, I make it personal. Like I'll do an interview. What do you like? Are you more urban? Are you more country? Give me some thoughts and ideas on what you want. So then we would go out to downtown stuff. Obviously, I'm a downtown lover, so I'll
Mhm.
encourage downtown stuff. There's so many things. You don't know how many people are like, "I never knew this existed." I'm like,
Right.
"Come downtown."
Walk around a little bit,
Right,
check it out.
right. But you don't have to go in alleys like I do. But then I go around. There's a lot of spaces around town that I love to photograph. Springfield's got some really cool stuff, but mainly, obviously, my boudoir stuff, unless they wanted a more personal space, like at their home or something. That's what I do there. Headshots at my space mainly, unless some companies will hire me that have 30 or 40 that they need done. I'll take my stuff there. But yeah, mainly you can find me there.
Do you have a personal favorite spot in Springfield for picture?
Personal favorite.
And it might be something where nobody knows about it and you don't want to put it out there for folks. But
I'm such a sharer. Again, I'm such the yeser. Kristi, where was this taken? Well, you go to the corner of
Right.
5th and Monroe, and it's right there. It depends, and it changes. With photography, I love the way that the light changes. So if you ask me in June what field I like, I love this field at Lincoln Memorial Gardens, not even in the main area, but right off to the side. It's, about waist high. It's got a whole bunch of, wildflowers in it, and the sun sets right behind the trees. And so it's amazing. If I'm shooting downtown, the Capitol shot right at sunset, you can hit that sun right behind the Capitol. It's like it's
That's
glowing.
an awesome shot. Yeah.
Yes. So it depends on the season too. If fall, the sun changes, the fields change. Sometimes I'll get a little scare and I go to the field I thought was up the day before and it got mowed down.
Right.
I'm like, why wouldn't you check with me? I know that it doesn't belong to me,
Right.
but I feel like I own it.
Like I should know that when that's going to happen.
Right. I feel like I need to talk about that sometimes because it's a whole vent. And then they just mowed down this field. Now I have to go and hunt for a different one.
Right. So, well, so much great stuff business-wise. Let's flip over to the personal a little bit. Anything you do to elevate your life personally?
Well, if you know me at all or get to know me, I'm a travel junkie.
Oh,
I
okay.
love
Me too.
traveling.
Yeah.
Where's your favorite place?
Because of all the memories with the kids, probably Disney, just because of the way we all feel when we're there.
Aw.
But I love everywhere. I mean, I'm a big beach person. I love the
Yes.
Southwest. If we're
Yeah.
just talking U.S. stuff, I love the Southwest area with Moab and over to Sedona and Arizona and that Scotts. I love
Too.
all that area too.
Yeah.
And one place that we really enjoyed here recently that we hadn't done is Yellowstone. We hadn't done Yellowstone yet.
I
It was
haven't
so
either.
cool.
It's a
So
bucket
cool.
list.
Yeah. That was one of our things where we got to do it at some point, and then we finally did it. We took the road trip and did the whole thing out there, and Utah was gorgeous, and then up into Yellowstone.
Oh my
But
gosh.
we've been out west more recently than we ever used to, and
Because you
really
used to get
enjoyed it.
drawn to a beach.
Yeah, we get drawn to a beach, and we'd always be going east or south. So
Yes.
we'd always be going that way, and we never went west. But we've made an effort to go a few times here recently out west. So
I love
went
that.
into Colorado, did Vail, and did that whole thing down into Moab. Just super cool over there. But I don't have a true favorite, I guess, other than Disney.
Disney, because you have a magical day.
Yeah, exactly. And we've been there so many times over the years. It's just a place that we all have those memories, and no matter how many times we go,
I
it's
love
almost like
that.
the first time going back. So.
Isn't it crazy? I remember the first time planning Disney. It's like a job.
It is.
I had a Disney person helping me because I was so overwhelmed with everything with Disney. I was like, people do this multiple times. Like, I remember feeling so overwhelmed, but then you get there and you're like, I see why.
Yeah, exactly.
It is more magical. If you haven't been, you have to just be like, you have to go.
Yeah.
And even my grown children, last December, I took them again, and I think they loved it even as adults.
We can
you
all be
know?
kids again while we're there. It's just kind of a cool.
It is. I'm a Disney lover too.
Yeah.
Yellowstone and Jackson Hole are on my like bucket list.
Jackson's great. Yep.
I really want to take snowboarding lessons.
Ah, okay.
That's on my bucket list of, I mean, hopefully I need to do it sooner than I get older, but I've always wanted to just go out and take some time and do that. But I'm the same as you. I always got drawn to a beach. I was like, I want to go to Aruba or St. Thomas or somewhere on a beach. And then this last February, I went to Italy and Sicily. I always said I wanted to do a European trip. But again, I kept being like, but I like warm.
Right.
I love the sun. Oh man.
Is that your favorite now, the Italy trip?
It was breathtaking. Just the architecture as a photographer, just everything seemed like, I feel like it sparked my photography like desire times 100. Like every building was just amazing, old and beautiful. It is. It's so different than here.
It's a huge difference. Here,
huge.
100 or 200 years old is old.
Right.
But there, 1,000 or 1,200 years old is
And
is
how
a
they
norm.
don't tear it down.
Right.
They just keep building on and preserving it. And It is amazing. Yes. So, yeah, I got to fly into Florence and see that, and stayed in the, Tuscany area for a little bit. I'm a wine lover, so that was kind of a thing. And then went down to Sicily. So it was very cool. Yeah.
Nice. Love it.
Mhm.
No, I'm kind of a said it before on here. Got that wanderlust where I got to get out. I love going and traveling. Let's just go explore for a couple of weeks, or let's explore for
Absolutely.
a week, whatever.
And I always feel I've seen reels about it too, because I'm like, this is me. Like, I feel better when I have a trip planned.
Yeah.
What's my next trip? I have to
Uh-huh.
plan it. My sister-in-law, right before I walked in, was like, what are we doing for Christmas? Now that our kids are a little older, instead of presents, because, kids have everything, we try to travel and meet somewhere. Since they live up in Minnesota, we always try to meet somewhere for Christmas.
Very nice. That's
Yeah.
cool. We did Disney one year for Christmas. That was really
I
fun.
did
Yeah, that
too.
was fun. It was crazy busy, but it was fun.
It was crazy busy, but like poinsettias everywhere.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Mhm.
I agree. I loved Disney there. We've done a lot of stuff. We went to St. Thomas one year for my parents'
Okay.
50th wedding anniversary,
Uh-huh.
and we all wore, the photographer and me. I made everybody wear red swimming trunks or swimming suits
Right.
with like Santa hats on the beach.
Uh-huh.
And my boys, they were like, Mom, you're such a dork. And I'm like, I am. And I love every
Yeah.
second of
It's gonna
it.
make for a great shot.
And it is. Now everybody loves the picture, but
Right.
but I'm drawn to a beach, but I'm making efforts to go other places. So next time I talk to you, hopefully I've gone to Jackson Hole.
There you go. Yeah.
I want to do Yellowstone. I do love Sedona. I love hiking out there. So I've been there multiple times. So I have gone there.
Jackson is great. We stayed in if you want to call it downtown Jackson. I mean, it's a small little town, but they've
Yeah.
got a cool little square there with a lot of stuff. Stayed right down there. You can walk to all the little shops, all the little cafes, and then the Grand Tetons are right down the road. And then you got Yellowstone a little bit further than that. So
That's going to be my next big trip. I wanted to do it during COVID. And, I always think I can do everything. I wanted to rent an RV by myself and drive my kids. My parents were like, you are not driving an RV by yourself. I'm like, I feel like I could do
that.
anything. I
Yeah.
could do
Why
that.
not?
But then somebody else was like, you probably shouldn't. So I'm glad I did it, but I will go out there and I want to do a couple weeks and hike and stay in different towns and stuff. It feeds me.
We went out there. We were gone for it was probably almost 2 weeks because I was going out for a conference in Salt Lake City. So we drove up through there, went to the conference, and then came back through and did the whole Jackson Hole thing. Did Yellowstone.
Love it.
It was just great.
Are you guys hikers?
Yes, I like hiking, and my girls somewhat do. But
Yeah.
they loved the rocks closer to Scottsdale. The smaller,
Oh, the smaller. Yeah.
They're not big
hills.
on the big ones, on the big hiking ones, but they'll go up on the ones that are down near Scottsdale and Phoenix,
Oh,
whatever that
yeah.
mountain range is called. They're not super huge, but they're still cool.
But they're
So,
cool. Yeah. They're not scary.
Right. Yeah. Not scary where you're going and feel like you're going to fall off or
Right.
something. But yeah,
Right.
that was really fun. But that's one place that I could go often. I could easily retire there, like in Scottsdale area, because then you're so close to all this other stuff too.
I
But
just think that area is really cool because a few hours you can go to a beach in California, or you can go to Vegas, or you can go up to Flagstaff if you're a skier. Like, I just feel like it's so cool how in just a few hours you can be in such different spaces.
yeah. Yeah. No, we made the mistake once when we were down in Scottsdale. Beautiful down near Phoenix and everything. It was 80 some degrees. And said, well, we're going to drive up to the Grand Canyon. We're going to go check out the Grand Canyon.
Right.
And we're going to come back. I'm there in my shorts and t-shirt. It's because it's 80 degrees.
Right.
Didn't even think about it. Didn't cross my mind. Got up to the Grand Canyon and it was like 28.
You're like, oh my gosh.
I
Yeah.
didn't bring a coat or anything. And I'm just
So do you have to go shopping?
yeah. So I'm like, well, let's go. Let's everybody get a hoodie. Let's go.
You don't think about it's such a
Didn't even cross my mind.
change. Yeah.
It was only 3.5 hours away, something like that. So it's not even that far of a drive.
But when you're in
But-
that valley,
Right.
the valley, they even say it when you're in the valley,
Right.
So
Yeah, it's a huge difference. But
yes.
Well-
But yeah, so that's traveling feeds me.
Yeah.
Working out, I love it.
Mhm.
Friend time. You have to make that time for yourself. That's another thing that I had to learn,
What's your favorite thing about downtown Springfield?
I love all the shops. I love all the little local boutiques. I love all the local restaurants. I'm such a downtown lover, and I love to support it. And I mean, even tonight, I do a lot of stuff with Illinois Women in Leadership. We do a lot of pop-ups down here. I love encouraging people to go. If you have not been and taken time to shop down here. There's some cool spaces down here. There are cool restaurants down here. I love when the music starts on Thursday nights. It's a very cool thing. Encourage everybody to go do that too. That's a really cool Springfield thing. There's not a lot of cities that have that. There's food trucks and such different music, and you see all kinds of people.
Right.
So
And the
yeah,
music itself, I mean, the entertainment is completely free.
it's free.
Yeah.
You
I
can
mean-
take your lawn chair.
Right.
Like kids take your dogs. Yeah, it's such a cool. So that is starting. I actually have several Thursdays marked off
Uh-huh.
because I hate when I overbook myself and I'm like, oh, I
this or
can't
that.
make it.
Uh-huh.
Yes. I loved when they're bringing Oyster and Beer Festival back. So that's cool. Just all the different things that downtown has to offer. I'm a farmer's market junkie. So when that starts on Saturday mornings, you'll find me down there.
Yep.
So yeah, just everything that downtown has to offer. I think people sometimes are like, I don't ever go down there. I'm like, why? There's so many cool things to do down here. So
No,
yeah.
Farmers market's great. I always get the Gross Farms, the beefalo guy.
Yes.
Always get me some beefalo.
Yes, you
So,
have to do that.
always good.
I buy myself flowers
Yeah.
if somebody doesn't buy them for me. I'm a
Mhm.
flower person. Grab a cup of coffee down there. Just trying to be down there supporting local businesses and pop into a boutique.
That's right.
So
Come on downtown.
come downtown.
Support local. Let's go.
You gotta support it. I know that I work really hard, and I know all these other people. This is their heart and soul and bread and butter. You don't want to see it go.
No, you don't.
We would be really sad. Everybody'd be really sad if there wasn't anything downtown. But so you have to support it. So
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Kristi, so much great stuff today. Let's leave the
Thank
audience with
you.
these last couple of things.
Okay.
So let's give them a piece of advice, one on the personal side and one on the professional side,
Okay.
to help them elevate their life or business.
Okay, for business. Well, I think that we covered it. So personally, I had to learn boundaries and just go with your passion. Live for that moment and don't let fear stop you. Don't live with regrets. So that was one of the things that I always, if I ever am on the fence about it, I just do it, especially too with even traveling. Like, am I ever going to have, do I have the money for that? You know what? Make the money. Make
Yep.
the money, make the memories, because you never know. Like
Right.
you have to live life for every moment you can, because that's what I think all the time.
Yeah.
So I try to live my life like that.
Love it. And is there anything we can all do community-wide to help us all elevate Springfield and the surrounding communities?
Support local businesses. That's where I will shout it from the rooftops. If you're going to go buy a gift, think of a local business. Try to support local restaurants. If you're going to just run in and grab something to eat, try to come downtown. Even West End has a lot of local businesses, just need your support. So if we could try to do that, everybody come together, it would be better. More local businesses in the community, then more people I think would open up too.
That's right. When we support each other, we grow together. So let's go.
We do.
So,
oh, well, thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, Kristi, so much great stuff today. If folks want to work with you or learn more about you, where do they go to do that?
You can hit my website, KristiMitchellPhotography.com. Follow me on socials, same Instagram or Facebook, KristiMitchellPhotography.com. And right now, if you have a 2027 senior, I am booking. I know it seems crazy, moms, but they're booking.
All right, let's go.
Yes.
Get a hold of her.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to let Kristi get back to elevating Springfield from right here in downtown. But for the rest of y'all, we'll be right back.
Looking for expert tree care with hometown integrity? Look no further than Sangamon Tree Service. They're your trusted local pros, delivering quality workmanship, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing every time. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, their team brings professionalism and care to every job, big or small. Call the name your neighbors trust, Sangamon Tree Service, or visit them today at SangamonTreeService.com. Sangamon Tree Service, rooted in quality, built on trust. Looking for personalized insurance with hometown care? David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agent, is here to help you protect what matters most: your family, your home, and your dreams. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, David and his team are proud to serve the Springfield community with trusted advice and reliable coverage. Local service, real relationships, peace of mind. Call today or stop by their office. They can build your dream protection plan together. Call 217-726-6343.
Well, thank you for joining us today, everybody. Appreciate you making us a part of your day. Hey, don't forget, while you're out on social, check ours out. You can check my personal one out at Robert Ferriell at everywhere. Check out those Elevate Springfield pages, those Big Dog Business Coaching pages as well. Check us out over on YouTube. Give us a subscribe, give us a like or a follow on any of those channels. We would certainly appreciate it. So hey, take what you learned today. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together, that's right, y'all, we're going to elevate Springfield. Be great.
When I first walked into Shudokan Karate Club, I was just looking for a way to get stronger, but what I found was so much more. Here we train in traditional karate, the real stuff, passed down through generations. Every punch, every kata has purpose. I've learned self-discipline, confidence, and how to protect myself. Not just in class, but in real life. It's not about being aggressive, it's about being prepared. This is more than a club, it's a way of life. Join us at Shudokan, traditional, powerful, real. Ki-ai!